What's up guys, Pete here, back at you with another video, and today's video is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be one that has been getting requested a lot because, well, there's a lot of Amazon softwares out there, a lot of tools, and just a lot of things that you can do to automate and help run your business these days. So which ones are the best? Which ones do I use? Which ones do I recommend the most? So it's tough to know which Amazon softwares are the best to use, and sometimes, a lot of times, there really is no best. It's just kind of your personal preference. There's a lot of tools out there that can virtually do the same thing, and you just kind of have to pick which one you like. Maybe one is priced a little bit cheaper, maybe one has a nicer user interface that you find to be more easy to navigate, things like that. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to get into my top 3 Amazon tools that I use every single day, and basically these 3 tools that I can't live without, right? Alright, so tool number 1, you probably guessed it. Well, I'm a big proponent of Helium 10. In fact, Helium 10 is probably my number 1 favorite tool as an Amazon seller because, well, in their tool arsenal, I should say, their suite, they offer literally 10 or so, maybe 12 now, individual tools within their suite, and basically, guys, you can run your whole entire business from Helium 10. Basically, everything that you ever want to do is inside of this tool. Let me go ahead and log in and show you what I mean. So here I am on the dashboard inside of my Helium 10 account, and as you can see, there is 12 tools, right? So it's absolutely incredible. The value that you get in the software is insane, and I just find it to be the best. They're always innovating, constantly updating it, adding new stuff, changing things around, and they're just really on the ball as a company. Number 1 here, Black Box. This is a product research tool, and it's a really useful tool. Basically, it's similar to Jungle Scout, right? But you plug in a bunch of information about a particular product, you get a bunch of data spit back at you instantly. It saves you a ton of time, hours on end. You don't have to go to Amazon and scour the platform manually. This tool will do all the work for you. Kind of similar to how you probably know Jungle Scout, Viral Launch. Similar tools. Trendster, this is sort of like a Google Trends, but they actually analyze it on Amazon. So just type in a keyword for your product, probably the main keyword. So if you're selling a flashlight, you want to type in flashlight. It'll tell you what the trends are. Is it, is the interest level going up? Is it going down? Is it staying steady? So that's useful. Let's focus on these 2 right here, Magnet and Cerebro. These are the 2 best tools within this suite, in my opinion. The Magnet tool is a keyword research tool. So look, there's a lot of tools out there that you can live without as an Amazon seller. There's a lot of tools that are unnecessary and are just wasted money each and every month. I will fully admit that, but there's one thing that you need, no matter what stage of the game you're at as an Amazon seller. You need a keyword tool. You need a solid keyword tool. And there's just no getting around that because otherwise you just can't know some of the data, and that data is just too vitally important to you, to your success. I mean, it just is. So the Magnet tool, in my opinion, is the best. I've tried just about every keyword tool under the sun. The Magnet is the best, from my opinion. It's the most accurate. You find out the exact search volume. Again, some of these other data propagating keyword tools only spit out the broad, and the broad is completely misleading, right? So here I am at the Magnet. So look, I'm just going to type in a random search. Alright, so I typed in camping tent. Let's see how this tool works. Let's see what it spit back at us. So gives you little images of the top products, all the related words, all this right here, the exact, the broad, competing products. I'll get into that in a second. So what we want to do is come down to this list, and we want to first sort by exact phrase search volume. Remember, that's all we care about is the exact, right? Not every tool out there can do this. Click this, it'll sort from highest to lowest. This is what we want, right? So now we can actually go through and just X out the ones that are not applicable to us. So tent, probably not. Tents, just too broad, right? Pop-up tent, tents for camping. So, off first glance, I would have assumed that camping tent would have been our main keyword for a camping tent, right? It makes sense. But actually doing the research, actually plugging it into a legitimate tool, tells us that tents for camping actually would be considered our main keyword because it gets the most exact phrase search volume. 45,000 searches a month for this one particular phrase. That's why you need a keyword tool, because you never want to leave anything up to chance, up to guess. You want to know for sure about these types of things, because these pieces of information are just simply too important for your Amazon business. So let's take a look at a couple other awesome statistics here that this tool spits back. So we have the keyword, we have the exact phrase search volume, we have the competing products. This is what I want you to look at. So this will give us a decent indicator on the competition level of the product. So 20,000 competing products. This right here is a very competitive keyword, definitely. This is going to be hard to rank for. It's going to be very expensive to rank for. Why? Because, well, let's take a look at the right. See this right here, CPR total giveaways, CPR daily giveaways, other incredible useful statistics to us from the Helium 10 magnet. So this right here, okay, let's mouse over it, right? This is basically the estimated amount of giveaways that you would have to generate for this keyword phrase over an 8-day period of time if you wanted to rank on the first page. So 760 giveaways over an 8-day period of time, which is absolutely insane, right? 95 units a day that you would have to give away. You'd pretty much be giving away your whole bank account. And as you guys know, if you've watched some of my videos, 8-day launches don't really work anymore. You need to go a lot longer now. The longer, steadier approach is exactly what is winning today on Amazon. Ranking is harder on Amazon now, like a lot harder. You actually have to be really good at ranking in order to get a product ranked highly on Amazon in a competitive niche. There's no doubt about that. Times are tougher now, competition is higher. But not only competition, it's more so the changes in the Amazon ranking algorithm. And that's kind of just a side, but I just want to let you know that, ranking is not easy anymore. So for me, in the real world, right, this is 760 over 8 days. Well, I would multiply that by 2 or 3 because I run my launches for that long. That's how long my launches take. That's how long it really takes now to get ranked. Why is this incredibly useful in terms of us launching a product? Well, there's no way in hell that I would go after tents for camping because I would pretty much be homeless if I tried to rank for this keyword. So I would simply just keep Xing these out until I see something in the CPR total giveaways that looks a little more appealing to me. Okay, let's keep going down. There's no need to be so aggressive right out of the gate with your launches. Okay, let's keep going down even more. Okay, this is the range. This is the range that I would be going after more so right here. 3,300, still a good amount of exact search per month. Again, that's just one keyword phrase. That's actually a lot more than you think because you've been so used to seeing all these other keyword tools over the years spit back at you like 10 million or 300,000 a month, and those are just completely not right. Well, these are actually right because they're the exact. They're not broad. So this is actually a lot more than you think. And again, much less competition, 2,000 compared to 20,000. Giveaways are a lot less, right? 72 over 8 days, 9 a day. And now we're talking. Now this is actually feasible. This is realistic. We can actually see a clear path to ranking and to sales because all I care about during my product launches, guys, is what can get me the fastest path to just generating some sort of cash flow. How can I start generating full price sales and positive cash flow for my business in the shortest period of time? That's why I think a huge mistake that a lot of you guys make when you start your new product launches is going after these incredibly high competition keywords that honestly you have 0% chance of ranking for on the first page unless you give away 2,000 units or whatever the number may be. That's the reason you're not ranking for those keywords, because you're going after the wrong ones. You got to go after the low-hanging fruit. You got to go after the ones that actually you have a chance to get ranked for. Believe me, I've made that mistake in the past, 1,000%. I'm just telling you from my own experience, guys. All I do on this channel is share with you exactly what has worked for me and what exactly I have screwed up on. So I have made that cardinal sin in the past of going after like my main keyword only, like, oh, I'm just going to keep pounding my main keyword during my launch and, I'm going to get ranked and, make a bunch of money. Well, no. The much better approach is to single out a few of the secondary or even third tier keywords, right? This is kind of like the sweet spot in my opinion. I want the CPR to be around 100. I don't want it to be much over 100. That's about as competitive as I like to go with my product launches. Because again, I want the fastest path to generating sales, full price sales, cash flow, and the rest kind of falls into place once you actually get the product moving and get it rolling. Well, that was a whole lot of information and kind of a side note that I didn't really plan on doing in this video, but I pretty much just record these videos off the cuff 100% of the time. I never have any pre-made script or anything, so yeah, that's why sometimes my videos just kind of are random and I can go off topic. So hopefully you don't mind with that. I think what I shared there was pretty useful. So what I'm going to show you now is the Cerebro tool that I highlighted previously in Helium 10. Now this is my second favorite tool. So I'm on Amazon right now. I just typed in camping tent, some random Coleman tent, right? I'm going to take the ASIN number up here Okay, this tool is going to be awesome, guys. I'm going to show you in a sec. I'm going to copy this. Come back here to the Cerebro, the reverse ASIN lookup tool. I'm going to paste the ASIN. Hit reverse search. And let this thing do its thing for a minute. Alright, so this is all of the keyword rankings spit back at us for this particular, let me move my camera. For this particular Coleman tent right here. You see this? This is the product we found on Amazon. We plugged it in. Here's the ASIN. And these are all of the top keyword rankings. See right here? Position rank. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is number 1 on page 1. Okay, obviously he's crushing it because it's a huge brand, Coleman. But I just want to show you that, you can know exactly where your competition is, and you can often pick out very money keywords from the Cerebro tool that you wouldn't otherwise know about because, well, they're hiding. So the beauty with this is you can pretty much pinpoint exactly which keywords this guy is bringing in sales with, which keywords are actually generating him the sales. And it even tells you if he has an Amazon choice badge for that particular keyword. So the ones that are lit up like this and not grayed out, he has the Amazon choice badge for that particular keyword phrase. Let's look at the exact search volume. And this is this one we want to look at. Exact search volume and position rank. Those are the two columns that I focus on primarily within the Cerebro tool. And we want to find the low-hanging fruit. Well, number 1, we want to find the ones that he's ranked highly for because we know that he's generating the majority of his sales from the ones that he's number 1 on page 1 for in correlation to the exact search volume. So what I'm going to do, guys, the same process that I did with the magnet tool, hit this right here so we get it in descending order. How the highest search volume down to the lowest. So this is the stuff that's eye-opening. Okay. Tent, literally like the broadest keyword imaginable for his product. Okay, 89,000 searches a month. He's ranked number 2. Okay, this keyword is bringing in an enormous amount of sales for him, no doubt about it. But we look at these, right? We're just going to X out the ones that don't make sense or he is not on the first page for. Because if he's not on the first page, we know that it's pretty safe to estimate he's not making sales, a lot of sales for that keyword. So parks and recreation. Good show, but not a good keyword. 297. You see this? So we don't care about this. This is meaningless. We're just trying to pinpoint the best keywords. Camping, nope. All right, number 8 here. Tents for camping. Money. Let's keep that. Let's keep going down. 4. Tents. All right. 6. Camping tent. There we go. And this is exactly how fast I do it, guys. Remember, the first page on Amazon contains about 1 to 16 to 17 listings. So 29, nope, don't care about it. Okay, only 1 through 16. Isn't that useful, guys? Like, there's no doubt that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the 6 keyword phrases that are probably bringing in, I would say, 50 or 60% of this guy's sales. Do you think that's accurate information to know? Do you think that's good information to know? Yeah, 1,000%. And I know what your next question is. Well, you just told me not to go after these keywords. How am I going to get ranked for them? And that's a good question. You're right. You're probably not going to get ranked for these keywords right out of the gate because these are all fairly competitive. Even this one down here, definitely pretty competitive. And so what I'm going to show you is sort of the low-hanging fruit strategy that you can use within Cerebro. So let's get into that right now. Now what we're going to do, guys, is sort of my low-hanging fruit strategy within the Cerebro. So the 2 columns we're going to focus on now are exact search, just like last time, but now competing products. Because now we want to dial in keywords that have a lot of exact search in relationship to their competition level. This is where we can uncover sort of that low-hanging fruit that I'm talking about that is going to be easier, much easier to rank for, and that doesn't have a lot of competition. So let's go ahead and do that right now, right? So obviously you can see Coleman tent here is outrageous, right? 8,700, but that's because it's a brand name, and we know doesn't really apply to us too well. Instant tent is interesting. That's a fair amount of search in relationship to the level of competition. Heater, 6-person tent, 6,000 exact searches a month, and only 1,000 competing products. This is an interesting keyword, definitely one that I'm going to take a look at, right? 4-person tent looks pretty good. 4-season tent, look at this, 5,300 a month, only 1,000. These are the keywords I'm looking for right here. The ones that have good, solid exact search volume Not a lot of competition, right? All right, these are interesting, guys, right? Camping tents for people, and this one gets 3,300, only has 2,000. One person tent, didn't see a lot around that one. 3,000, 1,000, right? 1,000 competing products. Maybe a one person tent's a good one to source. Probably cheaper too, because it's smaller. Here we go. 8-person tent. Well, this is the opposite side of the spectrum, right? Still gets a lot of search, and less than 1,000 right here, 959. You guys can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? You can uncover some definite gems as far as high search volume in comparison to the competition level. Have you ever wondered how you're able to find these kinds of keywords? Well, I just showed you how. It's with the Helium 10 Cerebro tool. This is exactly how you do it. This is exactly how I do it within my own businesses, and I advise that you do the same. All right, so those are my favorite tools within Helium 10, but as you can see, there's so many more that I use as well. So we can see if we're actually indexed for certain keywords. We can make listings. This is what I use to make my product listings. We can track our keyword rankings, which is obviously incredibly important. This is another great keyword tool. We can see if we have hijackers. We can protect our inventory if we're doing a deep discount launch with this. We can ask Amazon to get reimbursed and get refunds if we think we're, due for a refund, if they have screwed up something up. They always screw something up, so this is good. I've gotten refunded definitely several $1,000s before in the past. And the Misspellinator, this is a nice, cool one too that I've highlighted before on another video, where you can find all of the most high authority misspelled versions of your particular keywords that Amazon does not auto-correct for. So these are low-hanging fruit again. It's all about the low-hanging fruit, right, guys? This is the easy money. Helium 10, can't recommend this tool enough. And I didn't even mention their amazing Chrome extension called the X-Ray. Pretty much just like Jungle Scout's Chrome extension, but better. And that's exactly what I use for product research, for just quick data analysis. And yeah, guys, Helium 10's got your back. They got everything covered. This is my number one Amazon tool, but we're going to get into 2 other tools that I also cannot live without. So let's do that right now. All right, so without a doubt, this is my number 1 or 2 Amazon tool. And the only reason that I would put it maybe above Helium 10 is simply because in my opinion, the most important tool for you to get once your business starts making sales and you start getting rolling and up on the Amazon platform, the number 1 tool that you need is definitely an email autoresponder / follow-up sequence for your buyers. And this is the best tool that does it out there, in my opinion. It's my favorite. I like Managed by Stats the best, and more in particular, it's the seller mail tool with inside of Managed by Stats. Now, Managed by Stats is more than just an email follow-up autoresponder as well. They are basically a full entire Seller Central dashboard that gives you much more just easy to read data than Amazon does, guys. Amazon Seller Central is so clunky. Just so many things going on. It's just not user-friendly. This provides you an amazing user-friendly dashboard for Seller Central. Gives you all the up-to-date profit, gross sales, coupon, claims, everything like that, like all in one dashboard, right in front of your face, easy to see. That's why I love Managed by Stats. I use it primarily as my Seller Central dashboard, and I use it definitely as my email follow-up autoresponder sequence. So I have probably a 5 to 7 email follow-up sequence that I send to my customers after they buy a product. This is amazing. Probably still the best way out there for getting legit, verified reviews is just providing amazing customer service in the form of an email follow-up sequence. So you need that. 1000% you need a tool like this. There are others out there that can do similar things. I'm telling you which one I use every day, which one I recommend. All right, number 3, lastly, my number 3 most important tool that I use every single day within my Amazon business is PPC Entourage. Now, this is a sponsored ads management tool. So here's the thing about Amazon sponsored ads, right? If you want to fully dial in, if you want to fully optimize, if you want to be 100% on top of the ball with your Amazon ads, well, you have no choice but to dig into some spreadsheets. And if you're not a spreadsheet wizard like I don't really particularly enjoy dealing a lot with Excel spreadsheets. I mean, I can do it right, but it's time consuming and there's a learning curve. So if you don't necessarily enjoy digging through Excel spreadsheets for several hours and at a time, which is what it will take, how can you fully optimize and dial in your ads just extremely easily without having to deal with any of that because they do it all for you. Well, PPC Entourage. So PPC Entourage is a full Amazon sponsored ads dashboard. Displays your spend, your profit, your ROI, your everything like that. Every single piece of information you ever want to know about your sponsored ads is updated daily. Not only that, but you can optimize your campaigns from within this software. It's connected with your Amazon account, and it automatically pushes those changes into your Amazon sponsored ads campaigns. PPC Entourage says you're losing money with a particular keyword. You're losing a bunch of money. Well, let's lower the bid on that keyword, or let's just remove that keyword altogether. Let's save it. That automatically gets pushed to Amazon. You basically, guys, you never even have to go into your Amazon sponsored ads dashboard on Amazon Seller Central ever again. Handle everything from here. Way easier, way more user-friendly, no spreadsheets, none of that BS. Search terms, keywords, negatives. You can optimize via CTR, click-through rate. I'm not going to get into what all this stuff is right here, but everything that you would ever need to operate a fully functioning, kick-ass, sponsored ads management campaign, you can do it through the click of a few mouse buttons here with PPC Entourage. If you're doing any level of volume or any level of ad spend via Amazon PPC, you 100% will want to check this tool out because it's a lifesaver. It's a game changer, and it's just a huge leverage point that we can utilize. So there you have it, guys. My 3 favorite tools for operating my Amazon businesses. These are tools that I can't live without. These are tools that I use every day, and there will be links to them in my description below if you want to check them out. To check them out for yourself. So yeah, I hope you found this useful, guys, because there's so much noise in this space these days. There's so many softwares for Amazon sellers, which is amazing on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like, well, what the heck should I choose, right? There's so much to choose from. There's almost like too many choices. So these are proven. You can know that I've used virtually all of them out there. Not all of them, of course, but all of them that are worth of anything. And, these 3 are pretty much what came out of that. These are the 3 best that I have found. Managed by Stats is the best autoresponder, in my opinion. PPC Entourage is by far the best sponsored ads management tool that I've ever used. And Helium 10 is basically just by far the best, just entire, suite of Amazon tools that I've ever seen, all like neatly wrapped together in one software. One subscription, everything under one roof makes your life easy. So these are my 3 favorite tools, and I believe if you are serious about this Amazon business, you certainly want to check them out. So check the links in the description, guys. For now, I'm signing out. My name is Pete, and I will catch you guys later.